This is what vacation looks like. Say good morning.
Is it morning?
Yeah, sort of.
Good
All
morning.
right. Good morning, y'all. We are in our hotel room, and it has been a morning already.
It's deadly.
It's deadly, yes.
Because we are hitting where's that ball?
They're playing baseball in the hotel room with a pillow and a foam ball. But the boys are about to leave and go do some stuff while I take a shower because we're meeting Olivia for lunch and her husband. All right. Do y'all want to say anything before you go?
I will not leave.
Yes, you will leave.
Oh!
Okay. All right. Go.
That's you.
Go.
Hey.
All right. So
Goodbye.
I wanted to buy. Okay.
Have a good morning, challengers.
Okay.
Wait, is this with the challengers? Yeah. Goodbye, challengers.
Okay. Love you. Thanks. Bye. All right. So I wanted to pop in here really quickly just to share. I know I shared with you guys some tips the other day about what I pack as far as food when it comes to travel. But I also wanted to talk to you a little bit about just mindset while you travel. And I want to talk about share some scripture with you. Okay. So I know that travel is fun, and a lot of times we can definitely just like let loose and say like, I'm on vacation, I'm going to eat whatever I want to, I'm going to skip my workouts. And if you do, that's totally fine. But here's what my personal experience is, that in the past, when I have just kind of adopted that mentality that, you know, I'm on vacation, I can do whatever I want to, I can skip those workouts, I can drink all the extra stuff, I can eat all the sweets, I can eat all the fried food, just because like this is my time and I don't want to restrict myself. You can do that, absolutely. But for me personally, I have the personality that when I do that, it's hard to get back into the mindset of staying on track when I get home. So I know that personally in the past, when I've let loose that way, when I got home, like on Monday or after the vacation, it was really difficult for me to get back into my workouts. It was really difficult to get back into cutting out the sweets. Gosh, when I eat sugar, it's like my body just like lights itself on fire for it. It's really hard to cut the sugar cravings once I let it in. So I don't honestly really eat a lot of sugar on vacation because I cannot. My personality is that if I have a little, I want it all. Okay. And I would rather not battle that struggle, fight that fight when I get back home. Now I do kind of live by the rule on vacation that I allow myself one treat a day. It might be a cheeseburger. It might be some chicken strips. I had chicken strips at the ball game last night. It might be a couple of glasses of wine. It might be, I don't know, something extra. But it typically, honestly, is not sugar unless it's just something that I ask myself, is this worth it? And if it's worth it, like I will allow myself to have it, but only once, because I just can't fight the temptation. And I know that about myself. So I do allow myself one treat a day because it makes it easier. Instead of eating like 3 or 4 treats a day, it makes it easier when I get back home to say, okay, I stuck with this like 90% of the time each day. And I know I can get back into my routine of following my meal plan for the week and then having that one treat on the weekend. All right. So that's my mindset when I go on vacation. Workouts, I really try not to skip them because again, it's the same thing. When I get back home and I'm like, okay, I got to get back into my workout routine, it's really hard for me to do it. Now, if we're walking a lot, if we're going a lot, or if me doing a workout is going to cut into like scheduled family fun time, I will skip it just because my family is a priority on vacation. All right. So that's how I kind of handle workouts, but we can take our workouts wherever we go. I did cardio flow from 80 Day Obsession in my hotel room this morning, and it was awesome. It was perfect. Like all I needed was like a 4x6 space and my Wi-Fi, and I did it, crushed it, boom. And I felt so good about it. Right. And the boys even did part of it with me. And then let's see, the last thing, Shakeology. I take my blender with me when we go on vacation. I have a little smaller blender, and I just plugged it in, and I have the sample packs of Shakeology. You guys, I don't go to the bathroom on vacation. Like when I travel, it is so hard for me to go to the bathroom. And so like I have to have my Shakeology because it helps me stay regular. And so I really try not to miss it, because I have missed it a lot this summer as I've traveled, and I can tell, So I brought my blender with me. I blended it up this morning. Tracy brought me a shake yesterday in Louisville, and I'll have it tomorrow as well. So that's really important for me. And then the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is that mindset. So I'm just going to share with you some personal issues that I'm having with my child Milo, because I know I can share this with you guys, and I know you'll understand, and hopefully it'll help somebody. Like, I have no doubt that when God puts something on my heart to share with you as a coach, that even if it doesn't seem to make sense in my head, like, I know that it's going to make sense to somebody watching this video. And so I share. Milo is so precious. He's so funny. He's so what's a good word? Spunky is a good word. But he is also very hard-headed, and it's really hard to get him to see and to understand. I don't know, the conviction thing is just not coming easy for him. So he just has this mindset that everything is unfair. Like, if something happens, if an accident, like, I took his pillow out from under him. Actually, it wasn't under him. Like, he was not using a pillow as he laid beside me this morning, but he saw that it's his pillow, and he got mad at me because I took his pillow, and just attitude straight out of the gate this morning. And we have talked a lot about this, and when we address certain things with him, he's really quick to say, "That's just my personality, Mom." Like, at first it was funny to him. Like, if I say, "Don't snap at your brother," or don't fight back, or, watch your words. And he'll just be like, "But Mom, that's my personality." Right. And, so it has actually become almost like a cop out for him, right? To say that it's his personality, that's just who he is. So that's just how he's going to react. And so it made me think a lot about how I used that excuse in my own health and fitness for so long. Like, I just love to eat sweets. That's just my personality. I can't stop doing that. I just love to snack late at night while I watch the TV. I deserve that. Like, I've earned that. I've mommed really hard today. I worked a full-time job and then came home, took care of my kids. This is my me time. That's just my personality. I need it to unwind. I need to sit here and eat some cookie dough or popcorn while I watch a movie, even if it's late and I know it's going to affect my results. Or I just don't like to work out. That's just my personality. It's just not something that I like to do. So I'm just going to say I can't do that, right? How often we use that as a cop-out in our health and fitness, or I just can't stick with this. Like, I can't meal plan. That's just not how my brain works. It's not my personality, right? Or I just can't stick to a meal plan because I'm going. And it's not my personality to plan ahead. And every time I think about that and how I've used that as an excuse, I know that my God and my Creator in heaven above just cringes. He just cringes, because, you guys, like, that's the whole point of Jesus. Like, that's the whole point of Jesus, to come into us and do the things that we cannot do on our own. And yes, so while it may be my personality to volume eat, it may be my personality to be on vacation and be constantly thinking, where are we going to eat next? Where are we going to eat next? What's the next meal going to be? Like, that's my personality. Jesus can come into all that, just like he can come into me and into Milo and into all of us who are followers of Christ. And he can flip that switch, change the script, and do it through his power and not our own. So I am challenging you, and I hope this makes sense to you. I am challenging you today to look at your journey. Are you where you want to be? Have you lost weight if you need to lose weight? Have you developed a new routine if you need to develop a new routine? Are you making a meal plan weekly and following it? Are you doing your workouts? Are you drinking your Shakeology? Or are you using excuses? Are you using your weaknesses and your strongholds as, that's just my personality, this isn't going to work for me? Because I can tell you today, as a reformed bulimic volume eater, a reformed like self-doubter, a reformed, just everything that you can come up with, you can do it through the power of Christ. It's his power that lives within us that changes us and helps us to do the things that we cannot do on our own. All right. And so with every choice that you make, every meal plan that you make, every time you push play, every time you say no to something, every time you look at a treat and you ask yourself, is it worth it? Like, is it going to be worth eating it and feeling bad? Is it going to be worth eating it and regretting it? Is it going to be worth eating it and saying, oh, just totally messed up everything that I did last week? You know, every time you make a choice, you guys, you plant a seed, and you are going to reap what you plant. So I'm challenging you today to ask yourself, are you using your personality as an excuse for making bad choices? Or are you saying every time you're faced with a decision that's hard, saying, Jesus, help me, help me. Your power at work within me, because you are planting seeds. They're either good seeds or they're bad seeds with every choice that you make. And Galatians 6:7 says, what a person plants, he will harvest. All right. So that is my encouragement for you today. I know that's like out of left field. I started off with my kids. I started off with Milo on vacation, but I really just felt like God was telling me to share that with you and encourage you right where you're at today. And I know that there are tons of you ladies in here that are making awesome choices. Like, you're crushing it, like absolutely crushing it. And I could not be more excited for you. But I know that my job is not just to celebrate the people who are crushing it, but you have invited me into your story to challenge you, to push you, to call you out, and to say you can do it. And you guys, we know we can't do it just on our own. We have to invite Jesus into this story. He has given us a spirit of love and of power and of self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7 says that, right? So claim it, own it, use it as your own, and you will rock this. I love you. Now I'm going to go take a shower, and I'm going to go have lunch with my family and try to endure this heat, but I am here rooting for you guys. Have a great Saturday.